NLE Choppa dissed YB out of nowhere. Okay. Now, it was random. I don't know why NLE dissed him now when he's on tour. But when YB was stuck in the house dissing everybody, and YB made a diss song, he didn't respond to it. But now he wants to. I think maybe he's clout chasing, but let's see his reason why he did it.
Right now, NLE Choppa going to war with YoungBoy. I mean, out the blue, he dropped the whole diss track against YoungBoy, and this ain't no little regular diss track. Choppa going all out. He put billboards up of this diss track in YoungBoy hometown. He took direct inspo from Hit 'Em Up, and then the
I
music.
seen that he put billboards of this song in YoungBoy's hood and everywhere. That shit crazy.
The video was basically an NBA YoungBoy depiction.
Did this
He
song?
was spanking niggas though.
Did this song?
Ayo.
Pause. Did this song? I ain't gonna lie. This song was ass. I ain't gonna lie.
Getting degraded. Like, he had this man on the leash, then he dropped the pic on Twitter holding his head like a trophy. And I'm not gonna lie, Chop wasn't just talking nonsense. It wasn't on some just, oh, I'm gonna beat your ass when I see you. He was really bringing up valid points when it came to YoungBoy. And we all know,
Bro, Choppa. Alright, my opinion, right? Choppa don't have the rights to be dissing nobody, because he's the same one who said if he was a bad bitch, he'll fuck himself or slut himself out.
YoungBoy crashed
But
out.
Wabi said, but you supposed to be a gangster though. NLE Choppa says, like, you could have dissed Lil Baby.
LMAOOO.
You could have dissed Lil Pump or 6ix9ine or something. YB? I don't think it's gonna end well.
I think it's only a matter of time before he responded to Choppa, because, like I said, Chop got real disrespectful. And today, we digging into it all. So look, NLE Choppa, NBA YoungBoy, these is not strangers to each other. They had beef back years ago, 2021,
Probably
22.
on the album.
They was beefing. If we, go through a time
Facts.
machine, take
Yeah,
a look back,
facts.
Chop was coming up. He was becoming his new
Yo,
artist.
Nas,
And
you heard the first diss, YoungBoy? Whatchamacallit? He made a diss on NLE. NLE, let me say something. And then, I'm gonna tell you why NLE shouldn't be dissing. I'm gonna show you another reason why I feel
I
like,
heard say 10.
No, that wasn't, he didn't diss NLE. That when he dissed, like, that was Lil
And
Durk.
I hate
and
YB.
I heard Satan. That's in the same song. That's in the same song, bro. This why. Look, I'm talking about this, bro.
Green Heart.
This was a diss song
Top.
to NLE. And he
May
didn't
say
respond.
a.
Yo, you glazing. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, NLE Choppa didn't even respond to that diss song, but you want to diss people now? And then, the same glazer, I fuck with NLE. I'm not even dissing him. But he has a song called Free YoungBoy 6 years ago. 32 minutes. Sorry, but you can't say free someone that. Hey.
And if you're a new artist, you're gonna get compared. People was comparing Chop to YoungBoy. It was a lot of comparisons. So many comparisons that the fan war kind of turned into a real war. Fans was split on who they wanted to support. They like, oh, Choppa sound like YoungBoy, but I like YoungBoy, so I'm gonna listen to YoungBoy over Choppa. Even though the fans didn't need to pick a side, they just wanted to anyway. And like with some other situations I spoke about, this wasn't no situation that was just little. Like, this was a whole conversation getting hella traction online. So much traction that at one point, Chop would get on IG Live and address it. But he wouldn't just address it. He would say something that put a stain on his career when it came to him and YoungBoy. He called YoungBoy his favorite rapper. And this is a point that done got brought up 100 times. This is the point that's getting brought up right now. They talking about how you dissing your favorite rapper.
I'm up now. Like beef. I ain't beefing with nine fool unless blood gets, because I'm up. If blood ain't shed or if it ain't about money, cause I'm not beefing with nine. I'm up, cause, but fool, I still crash on nigga like I'm down though. You know what I'm saying? But since y'all want to post everything, y'all post it. YoungBoy my favorite rapper. You talking about?
But as time would go on, like I said, it would turn.
YoungBoy's his favorite rapper, but he's dissing. And damn, I'm not gonna lie, my reaction to this whole thing, because 21 minutes, I don't got time for that.
Turn from just fan drama to really a war between them. And it all started when Choppa making the song with YoungBoy #1 Fredo Bang. Now, if you don't know the lore between Fredo Bang and YoungBoy, I can make a 2-3 hour long video on all of that. But the point is, they got beef, and this ain't, oh, we beefing about a hoe or we beefing about something small. Like, people done died behind the YoungBoy Fredo beef. So There's real problems here. There's street problems. This blood done got spilled behind this. So with fans speculating that Choppa was beefing with YoungBoy, he denying it, yet turns around and gets on the song with Fredo Bang. And it wasn't like, oh, he just on the song with Fredo Bang. He was on the song dropping lines about YoungBoy. So from this point forward, it was really, a full-on war because it was personal. So he got on this track, he was talking about YoungBoy. And I'm not finna dig into this, but I know y'all remember back when everybody online was speculating on if YoungBoy had herpes or not. Well, I ain't gonna say the internet speculating on it because it's kind of YoungBoy's fault. He said on the song word for word, herpes in my blood. That got me crying.
Yeah,
so YoungBoy put this out on the table for people to talk about. That YoungBoy got herpes. NLE Choppa on his song would say that I'm hotter than herpes, who messing with me? And people took this as a YoungBoy diss, because what else would he really be talking about? Why else would he just randomly drop a herpes line if he wasn't talking about YoungBoy? But their problems would escalate from there, because fast forward, one night, NLE Choppa, he out of the club, and he ran into the one and only Quando Rondo. Now, if you don't know, YoungBoy and Quando locked in. They like this. They've been together for a long time. Remember back when the whole King Von situation was going down? Quando Rondo, NBA YoungBoy, Lil Tim, they was all right there together. Every single tour date on this YoungBoy tour right now, he be having Lil Tim pop out on stage. The nigga just did a show in Atlanta. It was dissing Atlanta, dissing King Von. YoungBoy been wilding since he been on tour. Point is, YoungBoy, Quando Rondo, they cool, they close. Pretty much one night, NLE Choppa, Quando Rondo, they end up in the same club. Something happened, somebody must have said something. Problems got started. They get having a full-on fight in this club.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm messy, but I got a job, okay? I don't dig into people's beef that much. I tune in, but he knows everything. I ain't gonna lie, he's glazing.
And they just immediately took it to social media after the fact.
Bro, he getting paid.
NLE Choppa homeboy in this running up on me. Hey,
Facts.
ass in this NLE Choppa. And I got that founder and I'm round Houston. What's up? Pussy ass. You know what the going on with me, yeah. Free white B. 4K trade, nobody say. Yeah, his partner ran up on me, cracked him in the Hennessy bottle. Bust his little face all open, blood everywhere. And I got that found me.
Cuz, how the fuck is you if y'all hiding behind security, cuz? On Jesus Christ, when we brought the out, y'all know what the fuck you did. You came and hid behind security. You was a nigga. On Jesus. You hid behind security and threw a bottle in my head, but you gangsta. What you talking about, cuz? Nice ass. You doing this for real. On Jesus. In your ass can't come to Memphis. You talking about? You can't come to Memphis. You talking about?
Bro, that's the thing I don't understand. You can't, like, are you the governor? Are you the president? How you just, I don't understand when people say, oh, you can't come to LA, you can't. I would never tell someone they can't come to New York. Come, pull up.
Island, nice, cuz. Bro, great island, nice, cuz. Real talk, fool. Y'all, hey, but y'all, internet be quick to say I'm the hoe, but y'all just sing behind security. Y'all so dick ride so much, y'all gonna be on.
Connor Ronald's in the chat laughing. He's
bro, but this man on the fucking stairs while we outside with that ready to quake your but you in the stir behind security, and then you throwing bottles like a bitch.
So the reason that I'm explaining all of this is so you can understand the history between YoungBoy and NLE Choppa. A history going back years full of drama, diss tracks, fights, all of that. Because remember, Chop was the first nigga to drop a diss track. Fast forward some months later into the beef, it didn't get explosive, but at one point, YoungBoy would do the same thing. He would drop a track against NLE, and he would say this: I bet your mama be destroyed when we send your stupid ass to God for making statements, choosing sides about my beef with them little boys. I could say I saw it. You could say I was your favorite. Better stay up in your place. And before I keep going on, make sure you tap in with me on Instagram at GetLike all in the industry, because I feel like YoungBoy really would take it there. So Chop was kind of stepping back. He did an interview with Act where he was basically like, look, it ain't no problems between me and YoungBoy. That's just internet talk on something like that.
What is your relationship with YoungBoy, if any? Because like he clearly cared about it, right? So he dropped the record, clearly taking aim at you, right?
my attention span, bro. Like chat, my attention span. But now, like basically,
Noel.
No, keep reacting.
Good video.
Keep reacting. My attention
You
span.
can upload this.
Alright. Go. Our attention span is like.
You basically like, yo, tell people that was your favorite. Yo, don't pick sides in my beef.
Bro, I'ma be right here honest. That's one thing about me. I'm never no hater. I'm gonna keep it real, and that's all I'm gonna keep it. There's one thing about me you gonna take from NLE.
You gotta
after every
fix it. You a
conversation,
streamer
after every
now.
meeting. Nobody ever said he wasn't, cause he
Nah,
was.
facts.
Think about that
used to be
YT.
all I used to bump. Know what I'm saying?
Facts.
It's just certain stuff happened that in the mix of all that when you blow up.
Me personally.
You gotta get them watch hours.
Facts. Oh, you right. I didn't even think about that. But nah, about this situation, me personally, I feel like NLE Choppa shouldn't have. You say he's your favorite rapper. I feel like that's weird. You say he's your favorite rapper, then you hopped on. I mean, YoungBoy's wrong too because yeah, you could be. I could be your favorite rapper, but then you hop on a song with my op. You have nothing.
He was in his YN phase.
Yeah.
That's why.
Nah, but YoungBoy got apparently YoungBoy didn't say nothing. He made it this first, but YoungBoy, yeah, from the looks of it, him and YoungBoy never seen each other. They never did a song. They never locked in or nothing. He said YoungBoy. He kept speaking on YoungBoy. YoungBoy this, YoungBoy that. YoungBoy my favorite rapper. Then you hop on a song with his op. YoungBoy's from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. So is Fredo Bang.
He turned to gods and think he over YB.
Yeah, and NLE Choppa is from Memphis. So it's like he has nothing to do with their beef. But then you mentioned his herpes and dissed him. He's clout chasing, in my opinion. And then you ran into YoungBoy's mans. Y'all fought. He's clout. NLE Choppa's clout chasing, in my
Up
opinion.
and you start to see how everything is on how everything works.
And then this was years ago. It looked like YoungBoy. Choppa didn't have that much hair. He didn't have tattoos. It looked like he was 16, 17, maybe 18. This was years ago. And then years later, you drop a diss track when Bobby's not even worried about you. Clout chasing.
That's where stuff get altered. Like I ain't never say he wasn't. Always, you know what I'm saying, he was. But
Would you have a private conversation with him? Try to, the funny thing about like most of, obviously between like say Dirk and YoungBoy, I don't think they gonna have no conversation. Because
it's
that's some street shit.
It's because it's blood behind it.
You're right. As much as you for Vaughn, and as much as you were standing up for Vaughn, you're not trying to you weren't trying to put out a message like, man, it's on site with YoungBoy. It's not. That's not what you're. So would you have a conversation with him to at least like, bruh, y'all used to be locked in with this dude Vaughn. Like, man, I'm gonna stand up for any disrespect.
Another thing, Dirk, Quando, Lil Tim, Vaughn, YoungBoy. That's not NLE Choppa's business. He inserted himself into that too.
To respect that any man that even got any man that got kids, they got a girl or whatever, you should be able to respect like somebody gonna stick up for that person like this. It's like one of my blood relatives, if one of my folks got stepped on or something, God forbid, and somebody ain't really just have nothing to do with it, even though it came from your camp, it came from your folks. But at the end of the day, like, bro, the influence bro got, like, it's heavy, fool. All these kids seeing it, bro, like, they thinking this cool, fool.
Nah,
like,
what you think about
it was
this?
at a
You think
point in
NLE
time where,
Choppa
like,
clout
we
chasing
knew it was smoke between them two camps.
So Chop YoungBoy, they getting this beef, but it didn't go too far. And I personally think this was because of NLE Choppa. Because if y'all look through Choppa's whole career, he done had a million different eras, a million different arts.
Fact, because you just now come out for this song and it's going viral. You've been wanting to get something off your chest. You just felt like this is the perfect moment to do it.
Remember, Chop came in, he was just gun.
Unless it's like a money making plan, like you just needed promo. Unless you about to drop an album or something, you just needed something to talk about, and you dissed YB because you knew people was gonna pay attention. I don't know.
Toting street nigga, he get on these songs, he rapping about, shoot. But as the years would go on, he would take a step back from, this whole street image. And then, remember, he had his...
Yeah, but you a troll? Alright, that's different. If 6ix9ine dissed YB, that's different. 6ix9ine been dissing Chief Keef.
He not about to ruin it all.
King Von, Dirk.
Neither YB.
Thug, Gunna. No, YB would... I don't care. YB would risk it. YB would. Choppa, I don't know. YB, I think he definitely would. But if this was 6ix9ine, I wouldn't say he's clout chasing. 6ix9ine been dissing people. NLE Choppa trolls, but he doesn't troll as in dissing people.
Spiritual art where he was growing plants and he went vegetarian and he stopped eating meat and he was basically on some Soul Illuminati time. Exactly like Soul Illuminati is what NLE Choppa was doing. He had spiritual chop. He went through all of these different phases, often being very hypocritical. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes he would go through a phase where he's just pushing so much positivity. Then he comes out and he drops a song where he rapped about killing somebody. So Chop was trying to push this peaceful narrative and
Damn, he had Slut Me Out 1, Slut Me Out 2, and Slut Me Out Remix. They all doing numbers too, though. I ain't gonna lie.
in his spiritual era, but was very, very hypocritical. He went from being peaceful to being overly freaked out. I'm talking about Chop been so freaked out lately. He on songs telling bitches lick his gooch. Like, what are we talking about? My point is,
that's crazy.
Chop
what are we talking about?
do be very hypocritical. Even though he does push positivity real often, that's a hypocritical man. And Chopper having all these different phases and all that leads us directly to him versus YoungBoy. To no one's surprise, after seeing everything Chop done,
I had to unfollow. Like, I fuck with Chop, but I had to unfollow him on Instagram. He been posted half naked pictures and
Mel like his gooch licked.
Yo, Drippy, time him out. You in here? Yo, Drippy.
LMAOOO.
been a part of basically having these alternate egos, alternate personalities. Right now, over the past few months, he would come out and create this whole new brand, this whole new image.
And now he's
Pick you in real life muddy. I got her number.
Bro, don't get blocked if I leak your number, bro. And now NLE Choppa's trying to be Tupac. Like, be yourself. Like, I don't know what's wrong with him. I fuck with NLE though. I like
you know some pictures of him online, but a whole new persona. NLE the Great. It's a whole YouTube channel dedicated to NLE the Great. So like he pushing this more than just a phase on the internet. This is something that it seems like he trying to.
He's what? He's Tupac?
You don't think he is? No.
Oh, I was gonna say he is not Tupac.
And I think it all started back when Chop had went bald earlier this year.
Keep being himself.
Chop goes bald, he creates this image, and it's all leads to the track against YoungBoy. Now remember, these two had beef years ago, but it slowed down. But I'm guessing they never got cool again because out of the blue, there wasn't no public drama leading up to this. I don't know if it was something going on behind the scenes.
I remember the Chopper where he was having them when he was doing that dance when he was having the fake seizures and stuff. Like, that's the Chopper I know.
But to the public, this shit just came out of nowhere. He would drop KO, a diss track against YoungBoy where he ain't just disrespecting the man, calling him a bitch or saying he gonna put hands on him, but he really did a deep dive into YoungBoy's career, into the narratives that YoungBoy pushes onto the newer audience, onto his younger fans. So with this song, Chop wasn't just blindly yapping, he was really going in on how YoungBoy is poisoning the youth. And instead of the YoungBoy fans trying to understand what Chop was saying somewhat, they do what they always do. They got the blindly hating, not taking in consideration the truth that Chop was really speaking. Chop, he releases this song, and if you don't like him, I'm not gonna lie, you have to respect the creative vision behind this music video. This is probably one of the most creative music videos I done seen in a long time. Like, it was choreographed, it was shot well, like it was so much going on.
Period.
In that music video, I think you should watch it. But the song comes out, you know, he sampled Hit 'Em Up by Tupac, like I said, probably one of, if not the most iconic diss track of all time, where Tupac was, you know, Tupac was really getting disrespectful. Chop wasn't nowhere near as bad as Tupac, but he was pushing it. But the song starts out, and it's NLE speaking on how he been gone for a while, and how he took a break, but now he back, he got something to say. And the main point that he was pushing throughout this song was that YoungBoy don't do anything for the youth other than poison, other than corrupt.
But he's saying that because YoungBoy disses and talks about killing you. That's how NLE started his career, though. And most of these rappers, why you not saying about Dirk?
Niggas think he Kendrick.
Yeah, like why you didn't say
dissing
about
Drake.
I see, bro.
Chop would say this: you poison the youth, nothing positive.
He dissed Drake because Drake say he can't do a song with YB just because of Dirk, which he has nothing to do with. You're from Canada.
You do. You the reason dudes is beating females thinking it's cute.
Nah.
You send dudes to do what you wouldn't do. Role model, you would never fit the shoe. Just a nigga with emotion, a breastfed bitch. Your arm give me the it, niggas like you make me sick. So it's a lot to dig into right here. He's saying YoungBoy poisoning the youth.
I'm
And
saying he
yeah,
think it's
he
like the
directed
Kendrick
this
v.
at
Drake
YoungBoy,
beef.
but it's 2025.
Oh, yeah,
I
facts.
think this is a statement that could be applied to the
Now it's
entire
YBVN,
industry, not just rappers.
Yeah,
So many artists come out.
That's the thing though with Kendrick and Drake. I don't think neither of them will go far where people are gonna die. Like now YB, that's different because you got Dirk and him beefing. People died from that. You got him and Fredo Bang. People died from that, and other people like.
And they do push BS,
Yeah,
and they
Choppa
do
got
push
killed.
so much negativity to the point where they become
I
a
don't think
bad
Choppa wants-
influence onto the younger generation. I mean, a prime example of YoungBoy fans feeling overly comfortable disrespecting people was, remember, a few weeks ago at a YoungBoy show, a fan started to fight an old man. Basically, it was this 66-year-old dude. He was working a concert. He doing his job. Some YoungBoy fans, he teenager, he wasn't really messing with the old man. And I guess he became the joke to these kids, to this group of kids, and they would start putting hands on him. Or specifically, one of them would start putting hands on this old man.
Oh, I seen that.
And I'm not gonna lie, when
That's
it
fucked
happened,
up.
people were like, damn, that's so messed up that they beating up this old man. But nobody was surprised that YoungBoy fans did this. Nobody was surprised that this happened at a YoungBoy show. Because the whole narrative around these YoungBoy concerts was, if you gonna go, be careful, because you know how YoungBoy shows get. You know how his fans get. You know the audience that he's gonna bring in here. I mean, deadass had a cousin go to the YoungBoy show. We had to tell that nigga, yo, be careful while you out there, because we know how shit get. Now I ain't saying
People be glazing like. I did not have to tell Ian or Nas to. Okay, yeah, that was glazed.
every single
I
YoungBoy
don't think it's
tour
that
show
bad.
done been crazy
Not
and bad.
glaze.
But multiple times, YoungBoy
Bro,
show done
it's
got
not that
shot
bad,
down or
bro.
went on lockdown because of something crazy happening. Or his Chicago show. They
Like YoungBoy be like. YoungBoy be
Bro,
like.
just don't meme it, don't happy.
Bro, just don't mean it don't happen. What the fuck are you talking about?
were so afraid of something bad happening.
Oh, I was gonna say YoungBoy be like fighting people in his crowd and stuff, but that's about it. Like, if you all the way in the back, nothing's gonna happen.
That they
I don't know about if you're all the way by the stage and shit. But
They just canceled the show. I mean, just the other day, my cousin, like I said, went
Just
to a YoungBoy
'cause you
show in
don't tell
Charlotte.
them
They
don't
shut
mean
that
it
shit
don't
down because
happen.
some rappers got to fighting backstage. But the next
Yeah,
point
but-
Chop came up with was YoungBoy putting hands on females. Now,
Yeah,
this
but-
ain't Chop just pulling something out his ass.
Nothing happened. It
YoungBoy
was in
done
Philly,
got
though,
booked
so
on
it's
putting hands on females before. Pitchfork wrote this back in 2019. YoungBoy took a plea deal in his alleged assault and kidnapping case. His representative tells Pitchfork the Louisiana rapper had been accused of throwing his then girlfriend to the ground at a hotel and then allegedly
seen that.
dragging her into a hotel room. YoungBoy pled guilty to misdemeanor, simple battery, family violence. Charges of kidnapping and aggravated assault have been dropped. YoungBoy got sentenced to 12 months of probation, fined $1,500 in order to attend anger management classes and have no violent contact with the woman. So in this verse, not only did he dig into that, not only did he dig into, YoungBoy pushing violence, but he would also speak on their previous beef. He would start to talk about how he wanted to squash the beef, how he wanted to, shut everything down. But YoungBoy didn't want to. He wanted to make it into a problem online. And with this point, I don't understand what NLE Choppa expected to happen. Because this wasn't like, you trolled YoungBoy a little bit. You made a song with a man that he
I
had
think they could
beef with.
squash
Not
their
just
beef. I don't
regular
think-
beef, but a beef that
I think it's like they're. I feel like this video gonna be an hour long, bro. But what was I about to say? Their beef's not that serious.
blood got spilled
YoungBoy
over.
didn't even
And then
respond
not
to him,
only did you make
besides
a
that
song
one
with
time.
he beefing with, but you dissed him on the same song. So I don't know why you thought he would just, push that to the side and get cool with you after you did what you did. Past that, Chop saying YoungBoy fried, holding on to a fake image. Basically saying that the life YoungBoy pushing ain't really a life he living right now. Chop would say this: Judgment Day around the corner. The creator live it, purposely making decisions to promote more violence. That's bringing more death unto his innocent children. When I do it, it's different. When he do it, it's ignorant. I'm in love with the art. He's in love with tearing people apart. Chop was speaking the truth. He had some good points. He had valid arguments, very valid arguments that a lot of people should pay more attention to instead of just blindly hating NLE Choppa. But the music video is where I feel like Chop was crossing the line. He makes this diss track against YoungBoy and drops his music video, which I did give props to for being really creative. But he was pushing it. He had a YoungBoy depiction who was in chains. He was whooping him, like whipping him on the ass, pause. And then they was fighting in the boxing ring. He knocked him out. But where I think Chop truly crossed the line was the end of the video. He's sitting here running down the street. He holding YoungBoy's head like a trophy. And that shit right there alone is crazy. Like, I would show y'all on screen, but I don't want to risk getting demonetized. Like, it ain't no blood or nothing, but he running with a nigga head. I think that right there was crazy, and I think that alone would cause YoungBoy to respond to Choppa, because a diss track is one thing, but a diss track where you holding my head like a trophy is a whole different story. And the internet split half and half right now. Some people supporting them, and then you know the YoungBoy fans is cooking Chop. Y'all know YoungBoy got that cult fan base, and they mad at Chop, but Chop knew what he was getting into. Beefing with YoungBoy, out of all people, the man who probably got one of the strongest fan bases in hip hop. But not only would he just drop this song, he was putting billboards up in YoungBoy hometown. Then at the same time he doing this, we got the YoungBoy fans trying to accuse him of botting streams, of botting the attention behind this song, which I personally don't believe, because this song ain't just viral on one platform. It's not something that got 1 million views on YouTube. No, if you open any social media, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, you open anything, you're gonna see something about this YoungBoy Chop beat. And it's dozens of platforms getting crazy engagement off talking about this situation. So I don't think bots is being used for this song. I believe the song is just so viral all over social media. I think people seeing Choppa hold YoungBoy head, doing all this crazy stuff in the music video, so they gotta go watch. I don't think this is a botting situation. I think this is something that caught people so off guard, they had to go check it out. But after the song comes out, people all over the internet had something to say. Even Charleston White had something to say. Oh yeah, you said that. And he sided with YoungBoy. And y'all know how Charleston White get.
NLE Choppa, listen to me. You can't go walk the runway with that little walk. You remember that walk you had? I think I'm a bad bitch. You can't come back with that walk. I think I'm a bad bitch. You can't come back with that NLE Choppa with that boy. Now them boy got some dance. You went to holler about if you was a bad I suck my dick too. You are disqualified.
See, yeah, I just say this. You can't diss somebody when you're talking about you would suck yourself and do all this stuff to yourself if you was a. Why are you even putting yourself in that? Why are you even thinking about being a bad bitch? You can't come for nobody. I want Charleston side.
From saying anything to Kentrell, NLE, you have been disqualified. I would give. You and King Von got in the car and shot them guns together. Once you learn that walk, like that runway model walk, and you went in front of the whole
like the
gay
modern
world,
day Charleston
and they
White.
were whistling Dixie, it's your little yellow ass. You can't come back over here to this side of the railroad track and go to barking. No. Go back over there and finish sucking your dick, nephew. Go back over there and finish being a bad bitch and sucking your. All these little boys ugly. Ain't none of them handsome. And all of them mostly dark skinned. You better leave these little gremlins alone. Boy, they'll tear your ass out the mouth. The tour is almost over. NLE Choppa, let them boys enjoy a little bit of that money that boy finna give them. Them boys been doing bad since he been gone. So now they finna be able to get them some scat packs.
The tour's almost over. He better apologize.
Switching. But let them boys alone. Yeah, they but nigga, they got guns. Everybody know the pussy got the gun. Everybody know these little pussy ass little boys riding around with these goddamn switches and glitches on their goddamn head. So yeah, they pussy, and they'll shoot your head too, being pussy.
Hell, even YoungBoy mama was getting in on Choppa. And before I let this clip play, she really was yapping. Like, Choppa did not have a crack pipe in that video. That was clearly a cigarette. And he had YoungBoy smoking a cigarette because YoungBoy literally is always smoking a cigarette.
So you want to make a video dancing around like a ballerina, and then you got a man on his knees smoking a crack pipe, and you're saying Kentrell is evil and he's a bad influence. So you want to go and put that man on his knees and put a crack pipe in his mouth on a video, right? I bet they have another video with that same pussy ass on his knees sucking your pipe. Because who gonna even play that stupid ass role?
All right, what's going on? First, Charleston said some crazy shit like that. Now she's saying it. Well, like, what are y'all?
Your head look like a
What are y'all
penis
talking
without
about?
a rubber on top of it. You better be lucky. Can't say what I want to say on Instagram.
Now look, I ain't finna speak on nobody mama, but she did not make the situation no better. I think it would look a lot better on YoungBoy if she just never posted the video. Do I think YoungBoy would respond? I don't know, because this is getting a lot of
Yes, I don't
attention, and a lot of people are speaking about this and speaking about the conversation that Chop has created around YoungBoy. What will I think happen? I think Chop gonna keep pushing it. He gonna push it to a point where YoungBoy might crash on him. Now, will YoungBoy really deep dive into Chopper how he deep dived into him, or will YoungBoy get on this song and just speak violence? If he gets on this song and he's just speaking straight violence to Chopper, I think it's just gonna prove his point even more, because he had valid critiques, yet there are many flaws that YoungBoy could bring up and he could rap about against Chopper. Will he do it? Will he respond? How will he respond? I think only time will tell. But what do y'all think as fans? How do y'all feel about this situation? Do y'all see the validity in what Chopper's saying, or do you think he just clout chasing? You think he just hating?
I think he's clout chasing. That's my opinion.